Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. What the fuck?
Hey guys, and we're back. We had a little bit of a lighting issue, so we have gone from light mode to dark mode. Today we're going to be talking about some pretty cool tech that Gino has brought into our lives and made our real estate journey that much easier.
Well, you know, I don't like to take credit, but the more stuff I can buy, the better. So I just say I'm bringing it into the business.
To benefit, but it really does.
Listen, I bought stuff. At first, you're like, why did we get that? We don't really need that. And then she ends up using it more than I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But that's like our typical purchases in our home always. Like when it came to the Peloton, when it came to like most, like the Roombas and the litter robots, I was like, we don't need all that stuff. And all of that stuff makes my life easier. I cave in and it works out. So the topic is the essentials that we use in our business daily, and we wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah, these are like daily essentials that people might not think of, or maybe you're using already, but we want to share it to people out there, to new realtors that probably don't know the difference or don't know what they're missing out on. We just, you know, I know that in the beginning when I started, it would have made a lot more sense, especially one of these that has to do with finding directions, because I'm really bad at. Yeah. We'll get started, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So let's start with the first one.
Yeah.
All right, let's see which one was
the iPad.
All right, so let's start with the first one. The first one is the iPad. This is the iPad Pro, the 12.9. We started with the iPad Air at first. Remember the iPad Air?
Oh, yeah.
But we upgraded to the iPad Pro just because Amanda uses this a lot like a laptop. Okay, so the iPad, I can tell you right now, Amanda uses it 98% of the time. I use it the other 2%. When we're doing our real estate showings, all right, most of the showings, either me and Amanda go or we go together. When we do go together, Amanda's a co-pilot, and Amanda uses the iPad for what? What do you use the iPad for mostly?
So I always like to kind of check in and look at the listings to make sure that they didn't change. A lot of the times, realtors don't always give you the heads up if let's say the listing is vacant. They don't always give you the heads up that it's now under contract or pending. So I always like to make sure that that's the case. I also check to see if there's any new homes that have recently hit the market that we could probably squeeze into the showings, just to make sure that we didn't miss out on anything. Definitely, if the client ends up liking the house, I try to really get the offer ready to submit, so that way they know that we are trying our best to get their offer accepted, you know, in the most timely manner.
I know many times when we have listings, when we receive the first offers, usually the first offer is the first impression that we're going to get. And if your offer is really tight, you're already in the top of the food chain. Yeah. So it gives us an advantage when we do have our iPad and our clients do like it. They get that offer probably as soon as we're walking out the door. Yeah. And we pretty much prep a lot of the offers already, just in case we know these are, because we have a good feeling with our clients. We know what they like after a while. So we know which ones they're really going to love. Mm-hmm. But we still could do some editing, like the price, the offer price, you know, any other terms they want to change on the contract. We can do it right there in the car. Yeah. And she's really good at it. Okay. So a couple of times I need to move stuff around for her, for, like boxes and stuff. But other than that, she's the expert at it. Yeah. And, you know, and something that goes attached with the iPad that I don't think you'll be able to do 98% of the job without.
Oh yeah, you can't. Typing on this is kind of a struggle. Yeah. Because it's just not as it's not friendly for like driving, and then you have to do like that, you know, the old school of you can't type. Yeah, and I got her. Effective.
I got her the Apple Pencil. I got her 2 already, and the one she lost, and the second one it's in the basket somewhere by her keys. Never has gotten used. Not once.
I don't need it. My finger does the job, and I feel like it just gets more in the way whenever I'm closing it because it's supposed to be here. So I guess it's more beneficial for some people, but for me it kind of gets in the way. So that's why I love the fact that technology is so customizable, because I'm sure some people love the pen. I don't really care for it. And what I also like about the iPad too is that it's paper friendly. I know that a lot of realtors do keep it a little bit old school when it comes to printing out papers, but we've noticed that our clients just get confused and they throw it out. If they do notes, it's usually on their own phone. So it's just a way for us to, like, you know, keep this as a reference. Like, hey, the questions you had were like, sometimes you're like, how many bedrooms is this house? How much taxes? How much HOA? So it's just a way for us to reference back to the MLS and just answer any questions they have without printing all the paper and stuff like that.
Yeah, and sorry about that sound. My sister just texted me at 12:30 at night. Why is she still awake? Who knows? The next thing she's gonna show you right now, she's pulling up.
Is look how easy it is. It's a magnet, just like that.
It's the keyboard. Let's show them what it is first.
Yes.
So it's the keyboard. So she attaches it. I'll give him some B-roll.
Just like that.
She attaches it, and then boom, she can type whatever she needs. It's like a
laptop on the go.
Yeah, and the battery, make sure you guys plug it in when you're home. There's been a couple occasions we're running out and it's dead. Make sure it's powered on, and it does last for a while. Once it has full charge, like throughout the whole day, let's say 8 hours we're on the road, it charges without another charge. It comes back.
It will last us like a whole day of showings if we're out for a while.
Yeah.
So
it'll last us. Yeah, it'll last us. So yeah, those are two main things right there. It's gonna bring you more clients.
Yeah.
More good luck when it comes to the offers, and I think it's just going to help you out overall. So that is two of the main things that we use on a daily.
And I love it. It's definitely the best purchase that I recommend.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And the next thing that we do have is a laptop. So we have the Apple Mac M1 laptop. So this one is, the iPad is more of a go-to quick fix. The laptop's an actual computer. This is the M1 version. This thing is super fast. You can do whatever you want. I do a lot of editing on my laptop, and it does more than that. For your real estate contracts, any client information, you can keep it nice, safe here. Yeah. Highly recommend it. You can take it wherever you want. Okay, it's not a desktop that you're stuck at. I know realtors are always moving around, so it's always a good thing to have a laptop. Just do wherever there's Wi-Fi, and if you don't have Wi-Fi, you get a data plan that can help you out with the hotspots and stuff like that. So that's a quick one that I wanted to bring up. A laptop. Yes. You said the iPad. Laptop is good, but the iPad you can actually treat like a phone. And it does have, 5G and stuff like that, like LTE signal. You don't need any hotspots with it.
And it works out for based on personalities. Like Gino's very pro laptop, and I'm very pro the iPad. Mm-hmm. So it's just pretty cool to see. Like once you find your working style, you'll see like which one you end up gravitating more towards. I use the laptop more at home, but I do like if I didn't have the iPad, the laptop, I'd be fine using the iPad the whole time. So don't feel like you have to go and spend on both. Just kind of find what gets you going.
Yeah. So yeah, because a computer, and then the other one is pretty much a phone, a bigger phone.
Yeah. Pretty much. Next is the extra charger.
Yes.
This is key.
We don't carry an extra battery. Like we said, our iPad usually lasts very long. The laptop, we only use it when we stop somewhere.
Yeah.
And then our phones do tend to die. Okay, we do have a charger in our cars, but you're not always in your car.
Yeah.
Right? How many times are we like barely in our car? We just drive from A to B, and then most of the time we're showing the home.
Yeah.
Right? Or showing the home or open house or something. This is awesome because it's very convenient. It goes on your phone. Plug it in there.
It's like a high five.
Boom. So it's very convenient. Okay. It charges your battery. See, there's charging there. Okay. And it's like you could put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
So
it's not like the connector with the cord and the extra one.
Yeah, it's nothing extra.
So it's awesome.
So like if you forget to charge your phone or for any reason you've had a long day, this is awesome. It's clutch. Super clutch.
Can you tell we're big Apple advocates?
Sponsors. I have a PC right there, but I'm an Apple guy. So Apple wants to sponsor.
It's just very user friendly for me because
Stevie, where you at?
I'm not techie, so I love that Apple is just very simple and it lets you get the job done because life's already hard enough.
PC people say that Apple are like for dummies, which I'm okay with because dummies. I mean, it's a smart dummy.
Label me a dummy.
You're a smart dummy.
I'm down for it.
So we're very pro Apple, like we were saying. But the next thing is, I'm gonna let you guess this one.
Okay. Is it an Android?
No, it's not an Android. It's going to be another Apple product. It's going to be the Apple Watches. Dun, 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 dun.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that's the Ultra. And then she has the cute little Apple
totally
one.
Before this Apple Watch, I had like Gino's hand-me-down of like the first generation. So
they're not hand-me-downs.
My God. We'll get into the topic of the hand-me-downs after.
She thinks that I give her my 13 Pro Max because I got a 14, and she thinks that's a hand-me-down. Can you guys please tell her?
Just because he states that I'm getting a new phone, it's a newer phone, but it's also a used phone prior to you using it for a whole year. So
to you it's a new phone.
Yeah. So anyways,
right. To me, it's an old phone. It's time for an upgrade.
All that tech stuff, I don't care because I was using that first gen Apple Watch like nobody's business. But we've upgraded to this one because it's more like my size. So it was really nice.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. I'll tell you guys really quick. All right. She doesn't use it to her advantage. So I give her the 13 Pro Max and I'm like, you know what it is? She goes, I don't know what the difference is with the 12 or she could style the 11. She just don't think it's the same thing. I'm hooking her up. She's walking around with a 13 Pro Max. Yes, I'm winning too. I'm not going to deny that.
This is what he literally asks me. So when he's shopping for the phone, he's like, so are you okay with this color for next year?
Because it's already getting traded.
So I already picked purple. So I'll be chilling with the purple next year.
There you go. She's getting a 14 Pro next year. And I'm getting the 15 or whatever
comes out.
So yeah. So the reasons why I like the watch. Yeah. I'm going to give you my reason. Okay. So when I'm showing the homes, I'm always like caught into talking to people. And I know it can be rude sometimes if you're in the middle of a conversation and your phone is blowing up and reaching into your phone. You know your phone's blowing up, but you don't want to reach into it and grab it. And you know, you're interacting with people.
It takes away that connection.
That connection. And then, I mean, I've done customer service for long. You've done customer service. There's little things that could just change their taste about you. You know, they just... You rub them off the wrong way for any little thing could throw people off and they won't call you the next day. Yeah. So I feel like giving people that respect. I have the watch here. If something's going on, I could just look at my watch and my watch tells me all the messages. Okay. The whatever alerts I have going on. If someone's breaking in my whatever. Okay. It'll tell me anything I want without me pulling out my phone. That is the main reason why I like my watch. Do you have any other extra reasons?
I would agree. I just feel like it keeps things personal because I feel like looking at your watch is so much easier, like just to make sure that something's not time sensitive, that way you can be like, oh, like respectfully say like, hey, just give me a quick second, let me answer the phone. Because clients, they don't care how busy you are. They want to know that that they're your priority. So if you take that second to like look through a text message that's not time sensitive, definitely take advantage and try to use the Apple Watch in that case.
I mean, and also, we're going to talk about the next thing that I love, my personal favorite, which I probably wouldn't have any deals if it wasn't for this. You could also read that on your watch.
What?
It's the Google Maps.
You can read the Google Maps on your watch?
See what I mean?
I had no
idea.
And
she wants the new stuff. She doesn't even know what the watch brings. This is exactly what I meant, and it's a perfect example. And everyone's going to see it.
You have to show me that after.
Everyone's going to see it.
I didn't know that, so that's
really
cool. It
actually guides you and tells you where to turn and everything. So.
Oh, that's cool. I
can't believe you didn't know that.
Because I do, well, the camera, it
doesn't work for me anyways. I still get lost. But.
Yeah, the car tells you. So yes, definitely Google Maps is a big thing because we like to make sure that the routes for the showing are kind of cohesive. We like to make sure that we're not running across town to go to the other side, then the other side. So we like to do our routes on Google Maps. Once we know like the showings that have been confirmed, we usually plan it out and it's like a nice little, we try to make it cohesive as much as possible.
Yeah, she does. She's really good at that. I'm not even going to take any credit at all. I even have her do them for me. Like if we're going to be separate, I'm like, hey, hook me up because the way she does it, she plans it out so well. First, it starts with setting the appointments. Yeah. She does this a lot. I really don't do this.
It's such a science. It's a stress. Like it's such a success once you're able to do both the confirmations and the route perfect.
So clients out there that love your routes, it's because of her, not because of me. Yeah. Clients over there that don't notice that we're going back and forward, most likely I schedule them, but she hooks it up to a point where it's so smooth that you see homes in no time and you beat traffic and you're home with this, ready, like you have all these decisions to make after seeing all these homes. You're home early. You could be with your kids or enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, or it's around your schedule, so it's.
Or it's around your schedule from work. If some people come out of lunch to see stuff, and she hooks it up where if you see the routes how she does them, it's like a friggin' science. So I gotta give you props. Okay, so
thank you very much.
Google. Should promote her.
And what's cool too is that I know sometimes like certain carriers aren't that great in like where we live. So I recommend doing like Google Maps has like offline maps. So that way, like if you feel like you have like patchy service, you're able to still not get lost because that's really important. Because most of the time you might not know the area and neither do your clients.
And I don't like Waze. I use, but Waze has gotten me to the point where I'm sweating in my car and people are behind me, driving behind me.
Waze.
No, I know. I learned the hard way. Yeah, last but not least, it's your phone.
It's your phone.
It's your phone. Okay. And it's so common, obvious. It's so obvious, but It's the phone and what you can do with your phone.
So definitely do a hotspot if possible. Yeah, you're going to need internet. Not every place you go to on the road is going to have internet. So get a hotspot on your phone. Unless, like, for us, we have the hotspot, like the plan. It has its own data plan on the iPad. But what if you're taking your laptop that day and you forgot to charge your iPad like we do sometimes? So definitely try the hotspot option.
Try your carrier. I know a lot of them have hotspots available and, you know, data plans. So like Amanda said, we have one where it's the data plan where we can use our iPad with it or laptop with it. That is always great. Find out how much the plan is. I think it's $5 to $15, something like that. It's nothing crazy. But if you're a real estate agent, these things always have to be available for you, okay? So when you're on the road, you're mostly on the road, have these things available. And the next thing that you need to have on your phone, if you don't have already, which you should have if you're a real estate agent, is your
Supra.
Your Supra.
Gino actually helped me use the Supra because I always had, of course, Miss Tech Queen, apparently.
So you put your combination in, okay? Before you hit the last number, you tap the bottom of the Supra. You know what you're doing when you tap the bottom of the Supra? You're activating the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just put their codes, and I saw it because she would sit there and she would wait, and she's like, I don't know the signal. It just takes a while. It always eventually worked. It always eventually worked. So I went ahead and I Googled that, and I looked at YouTube, obviously, and I found out that when you do activate it, before you press the last key, the last number, press the bottom of the Supra, and it's going to activate the Bluetooth, and instantly it's going to give you...
Yeah, it goes so much faster now. Yeah, it looks like such a smooth process now.
You feel like a pro now.
So I definitely apologize to the people.
It's okay because you made it up with the Google trips. Where I sucked, you made up. So you got there like 20 minutes earlier and you had time for Supra. I got there 45 minutes late and I sped through the Supra.
Yes.
You know, it's not the same math, but you know, you're still earlier than me. But whatever. So yeah, the Supra's a little trick. We just want to throw it out there just in case you didn't know, because we didn't know, which we're okay. No, it's telling people we don't know stuff. We're not embarrassed.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We know now, right? So if you don't know, you ask, and we learned. And yeah, so those are the tips. Those are the daily things that we use every day out in the field, sometimes in the office or at home. And we hope these things could benefit you in your real estate career.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great one.
See you next time. Bye.